Get 5 coffins ready.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Shimoke here. I wanted to do an Ah Puch video, but bro, I don't want to play him more than once because I pretty much proved to myself that he is definitely the worst mage. But I did want to show you the end screen, basically, the stats and everything. And I also wanted to show you I was against Thor, Nuwa, Ares, Danzaburo, then an AMC, which isn't the biggest deal. But yeah, these 4 gods are some of the worst gods to play Ah Puch into. And so, you know, that definitely leaves a bad taste in your mouth, right? Because these are the gods you just don't want to see when you're playing Ah Puch. But like, there you go. I had to play against him, so it was pretty much already lost. But I actually played okay. I won't say I played great, but when I was able to get my damage off, it wasn't bad. But it has to be said, Ah Puch has the worst level 1 in the game. I can't believe I forgot to talk about that in my rework video. And he also has no CC immunity, which was just a nightmare against Thor and Ares. So those 2 things were the big 2 things I forgot to talk about in my potential rework video. You know, where I tried to get some ideas as to what I think they could do to help Ah Puch out. So CC immunity needs to be 1, and 2, give him a level 1. That level 1 was horrible. I did record a little bit of this match before I realized this is just, I'm getting tilted. This isn't going to be a fun watch. Let me just stop recording. So here you go. Yeah, he should have been the one to pull that. I guess I should have waited, but I guess I don't really care.
You did phenomenal.
Actually, I should have cared.
No problem.
Yeah, I kind of waited for him to do it, and then nothing happened. So I just gotta throw this and walk away, essentially. Oh, I poked her with that. That's cool. So I have a health bot, so I'll take a little bit. So I think I just get my 2 after this.
You're doing well.
Some good damage out there. Oh my god, he's still going. Yeah, not good. Even with Conduit Gem, you can't hit the entire wave unless you get a side shot with your 1 or your 2. And then if you use your 1 and your 2, you don't do as much damage as you would have with your 3. So it's just like a huge give and take for like no reason. It's awful. And then, I mean, like, you can just look at the match and see, I mean, anytime I got caught, I was guaranteed dead. There was just no way to live. But also, a third thing, well, it is something I touched in my rework video, but I had no idea it was this bad on this new map. And let's go in game and talk about it. Okay, here we are in game, and let's get started. Yep, I'm talking about the 1, but it is much worse than I thought on this new map. So first and foremost, this one, not the end of the world, but not great either. You can see how it's very finicky. Basically, if you don't know, the circle is where the minions will stop. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. This one's another really bad one. Look how finicky that is. There's pretty much no way, unless you get it perfect, you're not going to get max range. And you, of course, as Ah Puch, you need to get these corpses at max range, or else you're just dead. If you walk up any further than max range, you're gone. You're goner. And then this one isn't too great either. Here's another really, really finicky one. This one isn't quite as bad, but all I got to do is walk, what is that, like 20 feet or so, and this was the one that actually sparked my interest in making this. Look how awful this is. In all these different positions, it just stops it completely. I have to be smack dab in the center for it to not be extremely finicky, and if I move a little bit, now it's insanely finicky. So here's another one. When you're trying to contest these mid camps, yeah, the one just rides this wall like big time. Like, you gotta walk all the way over here with no movement speed in your kit, by the way. You have to walk all the way up here, and then you're able to get a clear view of them. And then if you walk to the right at all, oh no, now you just, yep, okay. And then these, almost all the jungle openings are like this. This is just awful. I mean, if you're at any sort of angle, you're always going to be caught by the walls, and only if you're dead on is it moderately okay for Ah Puch. So you'll see the same sort of thing over here. It's just terrible. Another really bad one right here. And, hey, you get a clean shot at Pyromancer. And then FG isn't too bad either, so that's cool. But, I think you guys get the point. This is almost unacceptable at this point. Like, how are you supposed to Ah Puch like this? Like, only if you're in this exact position is that okay. And you saw I moved my mouse a little bit, and now I'm fucked. Like, I don't know. I know you can't test all God's abilities in the jungle, but this jungle is clearly just not was not tested with Ah Puch at all, because this is unacceptable. It works great for every other god in the game, but this ability's got to go, man. This is just not. This doesn't work. This is not. The ability's not going to function as it's supposed to. It's just always going to get caught by a wall. See, like maybe it goes full range. Oh wait, it gets stopped. Like, and it needs to go max range for Ah Puch to be effective. It really is poor. It's they need to either remove or just I probably should have said the other way around. Remove or rework this ability, because even though this new map is great, the Ah Puch's 1 does not function whatsoever on this map. I just wanted to put that out there. I mean, the wider lane, the lane itself, sure, not so bad, but anytime you get to a jungle opening, you're fucked with these new jungle openings. But the jungle openings are a little bit smaller than they were, but there's more of them. That's the general idea, and that fucks Ah Puch, unfortunately. And as you can tell, I'm a little salty about this, because I got a lot of my corpses just stopped in the middle of nowhere, stuck in their tracks, like around Gold Fury, around Fire Giant, up where all those little rocks are that are so helpful and useful for everyone else in the game except for Ah Puch. Ah Puch just can't function on this new map. They need to rework this immediately. That's my piece to say. Later.